Smile. Hear them through all of us. As I mentioned, this evening I have the honor and pleasure of introducing our Vyasji, Pandit Neil Devi Persad, back to his home here at Devi Mandir. Pandit Neil brings a wealth of knowledge on the various Hindu scriptures and can relate to any audience on a wide range of topics during his discourses. His focus is on the spiritual empowerment and upliftment of the Hindu community. Pandit Neil was trained by his father, Sri Pandit Tulsi Persad, a well-known scholar of Ramayana in Trinidad. Pandit Neil is a professionally trained singer and musician, and infuses a great amount of music into his powerful delivery in Kannada. Devi Mandir welcomes you again. We are so proud to have you as part of our team of highly qualified and versatile pundits. We look forward to your discourse this evening. Pandit Jay.
कोटि धन्यवाद. सीताराम, नमस्ते, सत श्री अकाल, जय गुरुदत्ता, Om Sai Ram, and a pleasant good evening to each and everyone. Good day to some of you joining us online all across the world this evening on the virtual platform as well. Let us all sit upright for a few minutes as we invoke the presence of Bhagwan as we begin this evening's 7th session of Navaratri. Prem se bolo Gajanan Swami ki jai. Let us sit upright. Firstly, we take a deep breath in with our eyes gently closed. We say, exhale. We inhale one more time. Purify all the blood vessels in the body with the positive vibrations that exist at Devi Mandir. Slowly exhale and drop the shoulders, relax. With all positive and all love now in the environment, we inhale one more time, hold the breath. And slowly exhale and relax. Hari Om. Hari Om. Hari Om. Bow to the feet of Bhagwan Sri Ganesha. Prathama Puja. Sri Ganeshaya Namaha. Shri Saraswati Namaha. Sri Guru Charana Kamale Yo Namo Namaha. To the feet of the Guru. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Image of Shakti Bhavani Shankar Ma. Sarva Mangala Mangale Shive Sarvartha Sadhike Sharanya Trambake Gauri Narayani Namostute. We look up to Mount Kailash, seated upon which Bhagwan Shiva Shankar Mother Parvati. We call upon him tonight to bless us. Karpura Gaura Karunavatar Samsara Saram Bhujagendrahar Sada Vasantam Hrudayaravinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami. We we bow to the feet of Mahavir Swami, Pavanaputra Hanumanji. Atulit Baladhamam, Hema Shailabadeham, Tanujavana Krishanum Jnaninam Agraganyam, Sakala Guna Nidhanam Raghupati Priya Bhattam Vajajatam Namami. Mohan Muraliya Ghanshyam, Bhagya Vrindavan Bihari Lal, as he blows his mystical air through the Basuri, purifying our minds, our bodies and souls. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Charura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru Yada Yada Hi Dharmasya Glanirabhavati Bharat Abhyudhanamasa Dharmasya Tadarmanam Srijamyaham Paritranaya Sadhunam Vinashaya Chadushkitam Dharma Sanstharvanadhaya Sambhavami Yuge Yuge. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Prem se bol Bhagya Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki Jai. Radhe Radhe. Remain in that seated position, devotees. With your eyes gently closed again, we now seek the blessings of Madhavani, the goddess of speech, as we attempt tonight to quote from the Srimad Devi Bhagavatam and other Puranas. The blessings of Saraswati Ma, the goddess of knowledge and music and the arts. And of course, glorifying Bhagwan Sri Ganesha and the sage Valmiki. Goswami Tulsidas writes in chapter 1, shloka number 1, Balkan of Shri Ramacharita-manas, Mangalashtakam. Varananam artha sangharanam rasanam chandasamapi mangalanam chakartaro vande vani vinayako. Bhavani Shankaro Vande Shraddha Vishwasa Rupino Yabhyam Vinana Pashyanti Siddha Swantastam Ishwaram Vande Bodhamayam Nityam Guru Shankar Rupino Yamashrito hi Vakropi Chandraha Sarvat Vandate Sitaram Gunagram Punyaranya Vrivarino Vande Vishuddha Vijnanam Kabishwar Kabishwara. Prem se bol Bhagwan Ramachandra ki Jai. My dear brothers and sisters, devotees, once again, Koti Koti Dhanyavad. Thank you for turning out tonight in your large numbers on the 7th night of Navaratri. We are now about to go into what's called Mauna. Mauna means silence, 1 minute of silence. And this yogic exercise is simply for us to tune our minds into the frequency of divinity that exists on the altar this evening with Devi Ma. I'd like you to place your palms of your hands like this on your laps or your thighs. You sit upright. If you can, sit with your backbone straight. Feel free to look at Ma, or simply just close your eyes and bring her to the center of your forehead, the Tejas. And I'm going to ask for complete silence for 1 minute. Oh. Thank you very much. Now that that frequency is locked in and we're all tuned in, let us now chant 3 recitations of the Maha Mantra, Sri Gayatri Mantra. Again, if you sit upright, we all chant together. Take a deep breath. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Prem se bol Shri Gayatri Mata Maharani ki Jai. Now that we are all locked in the frequencies attuned, I'd like to ask you to please silence your cell phones or put them on vibrate as we focus now intensely for the next 90 minutes or so on Katha. Tonight we bow in obeisance, we bow in reverence to Prathama Pujya Vinayaka, that Lord, the darling son of Mother Parvati and Lord Shiva. The elephant-faced Lord Ganesha, we constantly remember his name, his purifying name of Lord Sai and Lord Ganesha. The sacred feet of Satguru are always purifying. Prem se bolo Gajanan Swami ki Jai. Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarva Ganesha Sharanam Param Pavanam Satya Sainam Gajananam Ganesha Sharanam Param Pavanam Satya Sainam Gajananam Nitya Smaranam Param Pavanam Satya Sainam Gajananam Nitya Smaranam together. प्रेम से बोलो गजानन स्वामी की जय. Jai Ganapati Bhagwan. We now turn our attention, devotees, to the Guru. The bhajan tells us, Guru Matru Pita, Guru Bandhu Sakha, Tere Charanon mein Sai, Mere Koti Pranam. Oh, my dear mother and father, friendship, this bond for life we have created, you always will reside in my heart. Tere Charanon mein Swami, touching your feet, bowing to your feet is more significant than visiting any of the holy places, any of the Charu Dhams. Tonight, if your parents are here in the mandir, please bring them to the center of your forehead subliminally and bow to their feet. If they have gone to the beyond, please do the same. To my parents, who I'm sure are tuned in virtually tonight down in Trinidad, my father, Pandit Pitaji, Sri Tulsi Prasadji, my mother, Miss Grace Prasadji, I bow subliminally to your feet, seeking your blessings. This evening, devotees, let us blend our voices again as we sing Guru Matru Pita, Guru Bandhu Sakha. Deep nature. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Guru Matru Pita, Guru Bandhu Sakha, Guru Matru Pita, Guru Bandhu Sakha. to each and every one of you and those of you joining us virtually across the world. To firstly our Pandits this evening, my dear brother, Pandit Gireshji, Pandit Shivaji, so nice to see you again, Pandit Rangiji, and other Pandits in the audience tonight, my dear uncle, Uncle Mohanji, Pitaji, and Uncle Auntie Lise, nice to see you all. Board of Trustees here at Devi Mandir, members of the Board of Directors, and of course all of you wonderful devotees of Devi Mandir. My dear fathers, mothers, brothers, sisters, aunties, uncles, cousins, and children. Tonight, this katha, this 7th session, please allow me to dedicate this session to a very great soul who we lost a few months ago. One of the founders, one of the 5 founders of this mandir, the late Shri Uncle Amarnath Bindaji, and to his family, we say Ram Nam Satya Hai, Om Satgati. Whoever that soul is, may it always be blessed and may it receive the outpouring of love that we will share with him tonight through Bhagwan Shri Krishna. On the night of Janmashtami, back in August, I was at another temple celebrating with the late Guruji, Shri Pandit Acharya Ji. We sat that night, as you know, Krishna Janam, we close off at about 12:30. We celebrated, we sang, we spoke, we discussed, we shared katha, we shared stories, and we had a late breakfast at about almost 1 a.m., which is not healthy, but we did anyways. Panditji shared with me some very intimate details about his future, what things that he wanted to accomplish. And one of those things were to be here last night, Friday night. Panditji, I will come and I will sit and I will sing and we'll celebrate Navaratri together. I felt his presence last night. But tonight we are also going to dedicate this katha to him. One of the things he discussed with me that particular night, on Janmashtami night, was we are going to both escort a group of pilgrims to Mount Kailash in the year 2025. Even though he may not be there in person, I can assure you that his soul will be with us when we do make this journey with the blessings of Bhagwan. Tonight, I ask all of you, Jai Shri Krishna, say, offer prayer for that wonderful Guruji, wonderful soul, Pandit Acharya. Ram Nam Satya Hai. Please excuse me. Let us blend our voices now as we chant the 9 glorious names of Bhagavani Shankar Ma. Navdurga Raksha Mantra Stotram. We blend our voices as we sing.
Devi
I'd like to recognize the sponsors of these 3 nights and these 3 sessions of this beautiful yajna, the Persad family, Uncle and Auntie of the body Persad, Auntie Mary and family. Give them a lovely round of applause, please. And the children, of course. Koti Dhanyavad. Auntie Mary is celebrating her birthday, but her birthday was about 2 weeks ago. We celebrated for the whole month, right, Auntie Mary? And happy birthday. May Bhagwan continue to bless you. As we started doing yesterday, and I started actually from the beginning of Navaratri, I tried to pick or select one bhajan. There are so many beautiful bhajans glorifying the Devi. And this year, the second Navaratri, Sharad Navaratri, we are doing this bhajan every night for 9 nights. So by the end of 9 nights, it will be repetitive. It actually happened to me today. I was driving and the bhajan was playing back in my mind, singing it all day. On the bhajan, the beautiful meaning is Jai Narayani, Jai Jai Durge, Jai Jai Ambe, Namo Nama. All beautiful names of Shakti Ma. It means victory to you, O Ma. May you always reside in my heart and in my thoughts and instill spiritual ecstasy into my heart. Tonight, devotees, I ask all of you to sing to the top of your voices and glorify Ma. You know something? Look at her beautiful face. Look at those beautiful eyes looking at you. And if you're lucky, she might wink at you as well. Let us sing. Come on, let's glorify her. Praise the Lord, Bhavani Shankar Mata Ji. Jai Narayan, Jai Jai Durge, Jai Jai Ambe, Namo Namo. Tonight being Shanivar or Saturday, who do we pray to? Who do we glorify on Saturday? Alright, you guys are in tune. You're definitely locked into the frequency. If you know of anyone who is sick and suffering, if anyone here presently is medically challenged, physically challenged, feeling depressed, feeling lethargic, here is a dose of perhaps the most powerful form of spiritual medication there is. It is known as the Sri Hanuman Chalisa. Chalis means 40. 40 glorious verses of spiritual injection, as we call it, glorifying Mahavir Swami. Feel the energy, feel the Shakti. This is what tonight is all about, devotees. As we now are able to plug in like a cell phone charger and recharge the batteries of this body, mind and soul, as we lock in now to receive Devi Bhagavatam, Devi Katha tonight. We glorify Mahavir Swami as we sing. Prem se bolo pavana putra ki. D major, D. Sri Guru Charana Saroj Rajana Nijamana Mukura Suha Varanamuna Guvara Vimalas Jodaya Buddhihina Tanjani Kare Sumira Pavan Kumar Balbuddhi Vidya Devuni Arugare Sarkar O Bajrang Bali Ho Bajrang Bali Jai Pavanatay Sankataharam Mangalamurati Ram Lakhan Sita Sahit Hriday Suru Pavan Sur Hanuman Ki Bajrang Bali Ki Mahavir Swami Ki Jai Narayan. Tonight, on the 7th night of Navaratri, Ma is worshipped as Devi Kalaratri. Devi Bhagavatam tells us as we chant, Devi Vacha Ekave Japa Karnapura Nagna Khara Stihita Lambosti Karinika Kari Tela Bhaktya Sariri Vamapado Lasaloha Lata Kantika Bhushana Varnana Murvaja Krishna Kalaratrir Bhayankari Prem Surshi Kalaratri Mata Ki Jai. What is the meaning of the word Kal in Sanskrit? Kala, dark or black, yes. Kalaratri is black or naked except for her ear ornaments, her earrings, on her large ears. Her lips hang open. It is described in the scriptures as Lamba Usti. Her body is covered in oil and she sits on a donkey. She has a single braid of hair running down the back of her neck. And we pray for Kalaratri Maya to destroy the darkness in our minds. And when we say darkness, we're not speaking about the LED bulbs, The darkness are the 9 negative qualities which we are getting rid of in these 9 nights of Navaratri. She holds an iron scimitar in her hands, in the upper left hands, and she has a lightning bolt in the lower left hand. Her other hands are granting blessings. One is the Abhaya Mudra, one is the Varada Mudra. Blessings to us. Ratri, like Navaratri, means night. And Kala means black or dark. So it is the unfolding of time, or the time on the clock, that keeps moving forward and making us not younger, but older. Leading us to our death, our expiration date. Hence, so it also means to death, your time has come. It is a heavy, crushing energy that makes even the greatest submit. Kalaratri could be translated as the dark night goddess. Fear is relative to all forms that we think of and we have in our mind as we relate to them. Growing up as a little boy, a young boy in Trinidad, and this is no fault of our ancestors and our foreparents, they will always make us be afraid of the dark, not so? They will say to us things like, if you go out in the dark after 6 p.m. in the dark, something is going to hold you. Remember this scripture? Jambi or Babu, right? Now that we have matured, we know better. I try that on my kids sometimes, say, Dad, guess what, the phone or flashlight. When we think of the dark, like it is dark outside now, we go into this fear psychosis. Someone may be out there, waiting for us. There are many small fears, but the greatest fear of death is the most frightful of them of all. Kalaratri is also the night, the dark unknown that allows our mind to be filled with fears. When the mind becomes idle, negativities will start to fill. If the mind is idle, fear will start to fill. You start processing. What if? What is? Brothers and sisters, Ma Kalaratri is the fiercest and most ferocious form of the goddess Parvati. I repeat, Ma Kalaratri, who we are worshipping tonight at the 7th night, is the most ferocious and most feared, fiercest incarnation of goddess, a form or Mother Parvati. It is believed that Mother Parvati slayed the demons Shumbha and Nishumba and came to be known as the goddess Navaratri. In their 11 mantras dedicated to the forms of the Devi, we'll sing one of them tonight. No rhythm, just this. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Navaratri Rupena Samsthita. You want to rest? Namastasye, 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 Namo Namah. Brings Ruchi Navaratri Maya ki jai. The mantra tells us, O Ma, remove all of the darkness, or remove the darkness and awaken this intellect. And incidentally, tonight is the first night of the goddess of intellect. What's her name? Saraswati Mata. So this is how we transition to the Katha tonight. This beautiful bhajan to welcome Shakti Devi Ma in the form of Saraswati. This bhajan was made popular for those of you who are from Trinidad. The late Sri Pandit Nirmal Maharaj Ji, an icon of Sanatan Dharma, left this beautiful bhajan glorifying Mother Saraswati. Tonight we sing. I ask all of you to enjoy, to sing and to feel the Shakti and the vibrations as we awaken that Shakti of Adi Saraswati Devi Mata. Ya Kunde Tushar Har Dhavadava Ya Shukra Vastramrita Ya Veena Vardanta Manditakara Ya Shveta Paramasana Ya Brahmajut Shankar Prabhuti Deve Sada Vandita Samarpat Saraswati Bhagavati Nishesh Jnanyapa Jai Jai Saraswati So I would like to ask, this is a little housekeeping. Those of you seated on the floor, can you move forward just one space, as we say, huske forward a little bit? If you can, we have standing room only in the back, and we'd like to get more folks into the prayer hall. It's so nice to see all of you here at Devi Mandir. Let us make some room to accommodate all of the devotees for the rest of our katha this evening. Thank you so much for your cooperation. Yes? Sorry? Jai Mata Di. Thank you so much for your cooperation. As far as you can, come on. Come closer. The closer you come to Mataji, the quicker you're going to get the blessings first. You all are wonderful, amazing, Devi Mandir. Thank you so much. Now the energy has started to flow. It is flowing. Let us turn to the pages of Srimad Devi Bhagavatam now to understand the characteristics of this beautiful Divine Mother Saraswati. For the children in the audience tonight, I would like you to pay extra attention. I'm going to simplify this katha as simple as possible so that you can understand the Divine Mother who you, especially children, should be praying to for your scholastic studies, if you're studying music, the arts, etc., to seek the blessings of Mataji. I'll ask you to sit upright once again and just refocus. The beautiful Murti of Saraswati Devi Mata, she's right in the front row of the altar. You can focus on her. Look into her eyes as I read from the scriptures. Praise the Lord, Shakti Bhavani Shankar Mata Ki Jai Devi Uvaja Shweta Padmasana Devi Shweta Pushpo Shodhita Shweta Baradhara Nitya Shweta Kadhan Lepana Shweta Shubra Hastaja Shweta Chandan Charchita Shweta Veenadhara Shubra Shweta Lankara Bhushita Vandita Siddha Gandharvai Archita Suradanavai Pujita Munibhi Sarvai Rishidhi Studaye Sada Stotre Nanatam Devi Jagadhatri Sarvasvati Ye Smaranti Tri Sandhyamyam Sarvam Vidyam Lavavete. Praise the Lord Shri Saraswati Devi Mata Ki Jai. In this mantra, the Sanskrit word Shweta has been used almost 7 times. What is the meaning of Shweta? Anybody? Shweta. White. Yes. Shweta. She's known as Shweta Padmasana. Padmasana. She's seated on the white swan, and sometimes she's also can be seen seated on a white lotus. White is a color. White for purity, symbolizes purity. The mantras tell us from Devi Bhagavatam, Goddess Saraswati, who is the protectress of this universe, is seated on a white lotus and is adorned with white flowers. She wears white garments, and the Eternal One is smeared with sweet-smelling paste and incense. The white-collared one is adorned with white jewels, and the Siddhas, the celestial beings, the Gandharvas, the celestial singers and gods, they all offer her their salutations. Even the demons, the mantra tells us. Whoever chants this hymn, the one that we just recited, Devi Bhagavatam tells us, Goddess Saraswati, the sustainer of the universe, 3 times at dawn, at noon, and at dusk, will always attain knowledge. Her Gayatri mantra, simply, we can chant together, you can repeat after me. Om Hamsa Hamsaya Vidmahi. Beautiful. Paramahamsaya Dhimahi. Tanno Hamsa Prachodayat. Hamsa Tanno Hamsa Prachodayat. Jai Mata Di. This Gayatri Mantra of Saraswati Devi Mata, it speaks the world of Bhur, Bhuva and Swaha. Bhur signifies the body. Bhuva signifies life. And Swaha stands for integrated awareness. It is the awareness of Saraswati Devi Mata will allow us to understand, Mai Kaun, who am I? You see, devotees, the entire universe is under the control of God. Make no mistake. According to our scriptures, not a blade of grass will move without the will of Bhagavan. And anyone, we have heard, I'm sure, from Pandit Jagad and Pandit Ganesh over the past few nights, any one of these demons, even though they had all the devotion, they had the boons of Brahma, they had the boons of Shiva and of Vishnu, even though they thought that they were greater, Shakti Devi Ma, she was able to destroy all of them and put them in their place, so to speak. You see, God is governed by truth, Satyam, and there is nothing that can trump the truth but my adjective. Noble souls are the guardians of truth. You and I are the guardians of truth. The Pandits are the guardians of truth. We stand for truth and by truth. People undertake various spiritual practices to attain divinity. We just spoke about going to Mount Kailash, going to take in a bath in the Ganga, going to Charu Dham, and all these things. But even so, one may be evil-minded. Then how can you attain salvation? It becomes just a ritual. Yet, with the blessings of the elders and in the company of noble souls, one can easily get rid of evil tendencies. You see, devotees, our children growing up in school, our children here tonight, when you come home from school, let me address the kids. When you come home from school, doesn't mommy and daddy ask you, tell me about your friends now? Who are your friends? What are their names? What do you guys do in your spare time? You know what mommy and daddy is trying to do there? They are trying to isolate the bad from the good. They don't want their children hanging around with no bad apples. Because you know what happens when you mix in a bag of good apples with bad apples? So too, devotees. If we look at the life of Ratnakar, who is Ratnakar? Sage Valmiki. He was a highway robber. He used to rob people of their food and clothing. And his life was transformed as he came into contact with the Saptarishis, the seven sages. So simple. Doing all those bad deeds for years, the minute he came into contact with the Saptarishis, his life was transformed. He gave up his evil ways, unwaveringly now followed their teachings, and ultimately became the renowned world universal sage Valmiki. He set an ideal to mankind and composed the great epic Ramayana. Prahalad, the son of a demon king, Hiranyakashipu, he constantly contemplated on whom? Who was his Lord? Narayana. And continuously chanted his name. And as a result, he had the same divine effulgence of Lord Narayana himself. Likewise, if we look at this day and age, Charles Darwin, he resembled his master called Henslow in all respects, and he continuously thought of him and followed his teachings. Similarly, our ancient sages and saints, they always contemplated on God constantly and adhered to his teachings. As a consequence, they became brilliants. Lord Krishna said the name in the Bhagavad Gita. He says, Mamai Vamso Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. The eternal Atma in all beings are part of my being, is part of my being, meaning you and I. The eternal Atma in all of us is part and parcel of Bhagavan. Goswami Tulsidas tells us beautifully in Ramayana, he says, Siya Ram mein sab jag jaani, karan pranam jodi jugmani. Siya Ram mein in this Navaratri, during this Navaratri, let us learn to respect each other. Let us learn to love each other selflessly. Let us learn to love each other unconditionally, without condition. And let us learn to love and to respect one another with truth. Bhagwan's presence in all elements, when God is present in us or with us, we radiate, we shine. Look at the murtis. Prana Pratishtha has been performed. Every single one of them are smiling at you tonight. You and I as well. When Bhagwan is within us, when the truth, when love, when our hearts are filled with love, we emanate love. Everyone wants to come and hold on to you. They want to get to know you. Who is that guy? Who is that young lady? Who is that Mataji? She is glowing. Glowing with what? Positivity. And that is what Saraswati Ma brings to us. Shweta Padamasana. When God is not present, when Adharma is present in a being, you don't want anything to do with that person. That person is dull, that person is lethargic, that person, if you stand next to that person, they'll bring you down. Your energy they'll bring your energy level down. Some people say that, they're facing hardships and are leading a very miserable life. The Pandits here tonight will tell you this. They come to us all the time, Baba, can you open the book? Look at the patra. Things are not going well. It is not right to say so. Recently, in a family that had lost a loved one, one member of the family came up and said, Baba, they don't have a God. There is no God. If there was a God, they wouldn't take away my sibling offspring. No devotees. Mataji loves God, loves all of her creations equally. Like I said last night, there are no favorites. There's nothing like the idol. This is my idol or that is my favorite child. No, it is all equal, good or bad. God has no time for worries and problems. I repeat, Bhagwan has no time for worries and problems. All Bhagwan knows is happiness. The name Rama means the ocean of bliss and peace. That name has nothing to do with worries or unhappiness. It is you and I with the 9 negative qualities that we all have. And as those qualities get enhanced, will make us miserable, will give us worries, will give us unhappiness. Bhagwan is the embodiment of supreme bliss, make no mistake. God says in our scriptures, I am present in you. God is present in every single one of us. You are but a spark of my divinity, says Bhagavan Shri Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. Devi Ma tells us in Devi Bhagavatam. Such being the case, if I am a spark within you and you are part of my divinity, then how can you be afflicted by sorrows and depression? There are many in this world today on the verge of suicide. A very sad subject, but it is reality. How can we think that when we know that there's a higher force? All you have to do is to come before that force and puja. Submit. Submit unconditionally. Don't ask for anything in return. Because she knows. She knows everything. The mothers in the audience here tonight, if you have children, when you look at your child, aren't you like a doctor, you know exactly what is wrong with the child? Devotees, Bhagavan Shri Krishna tells us again, Mamai Vansho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. Though God is present within every single one of us, some people behave as though they are under the influence of a demon. You don't have to look too far. Turn on the news channel. When we realize that we all have this spark of divinity and that no evil spirits can control us, God says, I reside in your hearts. He has a single seat in our heart and there's no room for anything else. God alone should be in our hearts, devotees. Today, man is falling into that aspect of divinity which is adharmic and unaware of what God has within and deludes himself that there's no one to take care of him. There's no source of happiness, or there's no source of going for help, seeking help. Every single one of us is endowed with a heart that is divine, full of compassion. We as human beings, when we see a fellow brother, sister, neighbor, friend, or even someone who we are not very fond of, Sadly, if that person is not having a good day, if that person is having a difficult time in life, don't do like some people say it's good for them, it should have happened a long time ago. No, devotees. Uplift, empower, enrich, and hug that person. Show that person God says, I care. And if they don't know the path to Godhead, show them the path to Godhead. Because you all know it, because you all showed up at Devi Mandir tonight. You definitely know the path to Godhead. Brothers and sisters, when we become deluded, and these 9 negative qualities are starting to work in our minds. Again, the mind is free. We're not occupied. We're not chanting bhajans or mantras. We're not sitting in meditation. Evil feelings start to arise in our hearts. They are sheer imagination. They have nothing to do with divinity. But God will not take a particular form or be confined to a particular place. For example, some people say to me, Baba, I want to go with you to India. I want to go closer to God. We just sang it. God is here, there, and everywhere. Right here. God, right here. All of us. Don't need to look far. With hands and feet, eyes, heads, mouth, and ears pervading everything, Bhagwan permeates the entire universe. Sarvataha Panipadam Tat Sarvashoki Siromukham Sarvata Shrut Himaloke Sarvamathura Tishtati. He permeates the entire universe, and such effulgence is the divine principle called the Atma. Bhagavan Shri Krishna asserted this Atma as part of his own kahani, his own aspects. There cannot be any defects or imperfections with the divine creations. I repeat, there can never be any defects or imperfections with the divine creation. And whatever defects you think you see are purely your imagination. Brothers and sisters, during this Navaratri, on this 7th night, let us take this message away. Let us distance ourselves and our children from any evil actions or anyone trying to instigate evil activity within our minds, anyone trying to sway our minds. Only then we will have the right to call ourselves human beings. If not, we are just mere puppets, playing with this, the leader, the controller is playing with the strings and we are dancing like puppets. Our human life, this human life is very sacred. We are, as I mentioned yesterday, we all have an expiration date. One here today, gone tomorrow. But while we are here, let us make every single minute count. Every single minute count. Help ever, and hurt never. Love all, serve all selflessly. That is how we make every single minute count. Do not hurt. If you think that you're going to say something negatively, if you're going to say something hurtful, don't say it. Swallow it. Keep it here. It's better there. Because once you release that, you can never take it back. Sadly. Brothers and sisters, as we welcome Saraswati Mata and we offer salutations to her, let us blend our voices again as we glorify her. The bhajan tells us, O Mother Saraswati, please remove all ignorance, as you are the goddess of sound and melodies emanate from you. All speech is yours too, O Ma. Cleanse our speech, make our voices sweet, O Ma, and sustain righteousness in all the worlds. He Sharade Ma, He Sharade Ma, Ajnanata se hame tar de Ma, He Sharade Ma, He Sharade Ma, He A beautiful ringtone. Satsangatve nisangatvam, nisangatve nimohatvam, nirmohatve nischalatatvam, nischalatatve jivamuktam. Good company leads to detachment. That is the type of company we're looking for. Detachment will make us free from illusion. Freedom from delusion will lead us to the steadiness of the mind. And steadiness of the mind eventually will give us liberation. And that is the final beatitude. That is the final goal of life. In this Navaratri, people worship Tripura Sundari Ma, the three versions of the goddess, Lakshmi, Durga and Saraswati. Durga is the embodiment of all the powers. Everything emanates from her, as we covered last night. Saraswati is the presiding deity of speech and wisdom. Speech and wisdom. We speak of speech and wisdom. Towards the beginning of the session, we chanted the Maha Mantra, one of the most powerful mantras. Which mantra was that? Gayatri Mantra. Gayatri is very symbolic to Saraswati. The Gayatri Mantra begins with Om by itself. Bhur Bhuvah Swaha. Bhu means materialization. Materialization of the forms of the mother. It represents matter which is subject to change. We spoke about the different forms and how she changes depending on the situation. Bhuva represents the life principle, the vibration that you all felt. Or you're still feeling when we chant the mantras and we sing the Chalisas and so forth. That energy. Savitri is the presiding deity of the life principle. You must have heard the story of Savitri. She restored her dead husband back to life with the power of devotion and surrender. Devotees, many of us speak of this concept called surrender. What is surrender? Not surrender like in wars and stuff. No. We're not talking about that kind of surrender. Surrender is when you come to Devi Mandir or at your altar and you go before Ma or any of the forms of Bhagwan and you outpour your heart, all the love that you have in your heart. She's not looking for flowers. She's not looking for prasadam. She's not looking for coins or dakshina. All she wants is the most priceless gift that we all have, and that is love. Brothers and sisters, Saraswati is worshipped as Jnana Devata, Jnana Devi. She confers good intellect. When someone is when Saraswati Mata, everyone is blessed by the way with Saraswati Mata because we all have that speech and we have intellect, we have a brain. Some of us are blessed in certain ways, in music, in arts, in dancing and so forth, in skills, in painting, photography even. These are all skills, these are the arts. This is described in the Vedas as Prajnanam Brahma. Prajnanam does not only mean worldly knowledge, it's a constant awareness. It is changeless and eternal. The Divine Mother has 3 names. Listen carefully. Gayatri, Savitri and Saraswati. Those are the 3 names. Gayatam Triyate iti Gayatri. According to our scriptures, Gayatri will protect those who sing her glories. So what are you guys waiting for? Gayatri will protect those who sing her glories. Gayatri, being the presiding deity of our senses, helps us to master the senses. No need to show your hands, but how many of you recite at least one time the Gayatri mantra every day? Alright, here's what I'd like you to do, starting from tonight. 3 times a day, morning, noon, and at night. And 3 recitations of 3. The correct procedure according to Scripture is 21. 21 times Gayatri mantra. Okay? And do it properly. Eh? Let us recite it and make sure we have the right pronunciation. Okay? Om Bhura Bhuvaha Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodaya. Be careful on the nah. Dhiyo Yo Nah. Right. Do not ever say Dhiyo Yo Nah. That means Mother, don't bless me. Don't give me any blessings. No. Dhiyo Yo Nah. Say N-A-F. Nah. Dhiyo Yo Prachodaya. Okay? So if you were chanting it incorrectly and saying Dhiyo Yo Nah, as I think some of us learned it back in the Caribbean, no. That is not right. Okay? Jai Gayatri Mata. Savitri, being the presiding deity of the life principle, protects our life. And finally, Saraswati bestows upon us that changeless external wisdom. Gayatri, Savitri and Saraswati are present in every single one of us. Make no mistake. Every single one of us. But sometimes we're not able to understand their presence. Many years ago, when time permitted, having been schooled in music as well, I used to teach music in one of the temples back home in Florida. And even adults would come on the first day of class and say, Baba, I can't sing. God never blessed me with his voice to sing. Big mistake. Every one of us can sing. I'm sure you've sung in the bathroom before. Devotees, every single one of us have, as long as you can speak, as long as you have that vocal cord, your vocals are there, Saraswati Mata is there, Madhavani is here, you can sing. Once the voice is trained, we sing even a little bit better. Okay? Jai Saraswati Mata. Time permitting tonight, we'll conclude in a few minutes. When we develop a divine feeling, like you are all tonight, every one of us. We have, Bhaiya was dancing, Bhaiji, Ken was dancing as well. This is Shakti, this is energy. I'm sure you've felt something. Tears will flow from your eyes. When you have developed this divine feeling, nothing is impossible. When you develop this divine connection, nothing is impossible. By the way, we forgot to tie or connect our ribbon tonight. You didn't remind me. What color should we use tonight? White, shwet. Okay, so let's do that then. Let us take this virtual white shweta ribbon Place it to the feet of Saraswati Ma. Unravel that ribbon and bring it back and pin it to your hearts. Imagine this is the umbilical cord between us and our mother when we were in our mother's womb. And that umbilical cord is now feeding us with that divine energy from Saraswati Mata. The energy of knowledge, the energy of intellect, the energy of art, speech, music. Devotees, any mighty task can be accomplished by true, pure and selfless devotion. Let's ask my friend Hanumanji. Jai Shri Ram. Anything, any task, nothing is impossible when the name of Rama is in front. Ask Hanumanji. Devotees, sages will perform penance in dense forests. Amongst wild animals, they will sit there and jape mala, chant mantras, wild animals right around them. They will not be touched. They don't possess any weapons of self-protection. They have no knives, no guns, no ammunition, no blades, no swords. The ammunition that they have is their bhakti. The message I leave with you tonight, from the goddess of knowledge, from the goddess of wisdom, from the goddess of purity, arm ourselves through that umbilical cord with that bhakti, the knowledge to determine, the knowledge to remove the ignorance from us so we can determine right from wrong, good from bad, pure from impure, and say the right things and do the right things. There's a saying in Ramayana, Man kram bachan se ek hi hai. Man, the mind, we think one thing. Kram, bacha means words, we speak something else. So we're thinking one thing, we speak something else, and then we do something totally different. That is the actions, or that is the sign of a totally confused human being. Or maybe not a human being. But when man, kram, bacha say is one, when we think, we do, what we say, what we think, are all in sync. That is the ideals of a human being that Mother Saraswati has blessed to be able to have this intellect to differentiate right from wrong. Let us embrace each other and all that we speak of, and anyone that we meet as noble souls. Never hurt others. Para upkara punya papa parapi nanam, Swami tells us when Vanchi Satyasai Baba quote. One attains merit by serving others and commits sin by hurting them. So why hurt? Hence the Vedas teach us, help ever and hurt never. Finally tonight, devotees, we'll continue on the characteristics of Saraswati Devi Ma in tomorrow's night session. Please join us tomorrow night. Let me ask you before we close tonight. She has a musical instrument in her hand. What is the name of that musical instrument? Veena. You guys are very well skilled. Thank you. Veena. It's not, some people say banjo, some people say harp, some people say sitar. No, it's the Veena. Tomorrow night we'll go into the significance of the Veena. And how many strings on that Veena? Somebody said it. 7. Correct. 7. Yes. Most guitars, as musicians, will tell you 6 strings. The Veena has 7. Tomorrow night we'll talk about that. For those of you who are from Trinidad, well, I think he resided here until his final days. Guruji, Professor H.S. Adish, a stalwart scholar, a tremendous teacher, who imparted musical knowledge, Hindi, Sanskrit, and the scriptures to many, to thousands, tens of thousands, all over the Caribbean, and also here in Toronto. He composed a beautiful glorification of Saraswati Devi Ma called the Saraswati Vandana. And tonight, as we close, I would like to close on this high note as we sing and we glorify Saraswati Devi Ma by chanting Shri Saraswati Vandana. Please join me as we sing tonight.
Oh
and self-interest would make us perverted. When we give up this selfishness, all humanness will blossom in us. Our latent powers will manifest. Our power of intelligence will become manifold. And when this occurs, the darkness that we speak about, that cloud, will be removed, and pure light eliminates every living cell. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. May you lead us from darkness onto light. Praying this evolution, Saraswati Mata Maharani. Let us sit upright for a second as we end this part of the Katha and we will go into our final remarks. Katha Visarjan Hotu Hai Surveer Hanuman Rama Lakshman Janaki Sada Karo Kalyan एक घड़िया दो घड़ी आगो में बुनियाद तुलसी संकट साधी हटे कोट अपराध श्रोता सभा सम गए शंभु गए कैलाश रामायण मम हृदय आन करो तुम पास जय दुर्गा जय दुर्गा महामाया जगदम्बा हे माता विश्वमोहिनी देवी जगदम्बा जय दुर्गा Thank you so much, devotees. Before I hand over, let me ask you for a lovely round of applause for our musicians tonight. Sanjay on keyboards, Ganesh on Bhola, and all of Devi Mandir Pickering group. Thank you all so much. God bless you. You guys are fantastic. And of course, a louder round of applause for our sound engineer, Akash. Well done. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Manaji. Did you always makes my job so easy? Didn't visit the musicians in Jordan. Manaji, this evening you spoke about Ma Saraswati and the power of positivity. You quoted Devi Bhagavatam. You are a part of my divinity, so then how can you be in sorrow? Synonymously, how can we, Devi Mandir devotees, be in sorrow or lack positivity when you are here to guide us? You guide us out of the dark, fear, negativity, negative thoughts through the spiritually inclined punches you engage us in through this course this evening. You have set us up for spiritual success. Ma Saraswati made herself present tonight, and we are all considered blessed. Thank you once again. We look forward to another spiritually uplifting session with you tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I know Kanaji did help me a little bit with the musicians just want to say a special thank you to Ganesh for coming out to help us this evening and filming it for hours, really. But for those of you who don't know, Ganesh is the main drummer for him, and his friends have established their own music group called Amar Gate. He has played Dhwala internationally, and he is most notably the son of Pandit Hanuman, residing in Montreal. Sanjay Mantavan. He is our new young and upcoming keyboardist in Toronto. He is a renowned singer, and you can often find him making TikToks, serenading everyone who is willing to listen. Sanjay, I do hope that Devi Mandir can see more of you in the future. Akash is no stranger to any one of us here. He is a son of Devi Mandir, and his job helping us on the soundboard is no easy feat. Thank you, Akash, for all that you do for Devi Mandir and us as the musicians. Thank you. And of course, a special, hearty thank you to Devi Mandir Kirtan Group elders. If I call all of you guys, I don't want anybody to feel like I've missed your names, but specifically Auntie Sharad, Uncle Shiva, Uncle Rajan, Uncle Ranki, Uncle Mohan, thank you for really always being willing and able, and also being here with such love and devotion and appreciation to always help me out when I need you. Thank you. As we move through the evening's events, I would like to call upon Uncle Sam Persad, Chairman of the Board of Directors, to help us with the rest of the evening. As he makes his way up, I would like to offer a kind and friendly reminder that tomorrow, Sunday evening, we will be doing Kanya Puja here at the Devi Mandir, and I believe the time is 7, and Uncle Sam will provide us much more information. Thank you all once again. It has been an absolute pleasure and honor to be your MC this evening. Thank you.
She deserves another round of applause. So she's done such a great job. She'll be back tomorrow night. So one of the things we're doing here at Devi Mandir is to encourage our young people. We want them to be leaders of tomorrow. One of the commitments I made here when the current board was elected back in April is that I'm going to give it 3 years, and after that I'm going to have a whole bunch of young people on the board of directors here at the Devi Mandir. So we're on that path, and Sabrina is one of those people that we've identified as a future leader. So big round of applause for her. Talk about pressure, right? So Jashji, I want to say welcome to Devi Mandir. This is the first time that you're here since the current board was elected back in April. And I want to say that your session was very uplifting. You know, bhajans are really prayers to God in the form of songs. So they are actually prayers. So if you don't know a prayer, you just sing a bhajan, and that is actually a prayer. And Panditji's bhajans tonight, I think you will agree, were extremely, extremely uplifting. So big round of applause for Panditji. Panditji, you know, I've been attending yoga classes and Sahaja Yoga, and I want you tomorrow, I'm going to challenge you to talk about the importance of music in awakening the 7 chakras.
You should have been here last night.
I was here last night, but I came a bit late. I had a wedding to attend, so that's why I didn't come to the front. But thank you, Panditji, thank you so much. I want to thank our sponsors, Sis Mary and Buddy Ji. Thank you for all you do for Devi Mandir. Buddy Ram Persad and his family are one of the main benefactors here at the Devi Mandir. They've done so much to uplift our place in a physical sense and spiritually as well. Sabrina is their eldest child. Ashley isn't here. Maybe we'll see him sometime. And Samantha is one of our board members here. the youngest board member actually. So Panditji, thank you so much for all that you do. And I want to thank tonight's sponsors, my brother Krishna Singh and his wife Doris. They are lifetime members. And I would like to ask two of our female devotees, Sita Ji and Sister Dolly, to come and present them with a token of appreciation. So Krish, if you and Doris can come up to the altar, please. Today I was here earlier, we were setting up these stanchions here, myself and a few others, and Doris was here, so I asked her if there's a special occasion today. She said no, just prayers to God. So while they're getting up there, I think Bonnie wants to say something.
With all due respect, Panditji, I want to book you for next year. Hanuman Jayanti, first Navaratri, second Navaratri. I'm sponsoring the ticket for it. With Uncle Sam's permission now.
What can I say? We have a religious committee, but I'm sure it's going to be a yes, buddy. What can we say? But thank you so much. So I mentioned the fact that the current board came into being after the last AGM, which was on April 16th of this year. So we've just gone past 6 months, and it's been really, really busy trying to build a team. We have a team of 7 directors. And I want to take the chance tonight to ask them to come to the front. Many of you perhaps don't know who they are, but I'll ask them. I did give you guys advance notice, so it's not a surprise. So I'll ask you to come to the front, please, and be introduced to the congregation tonight. So this is Chris Singh, one of our founding members here at the Devi Mandir. Big round of applause for Chris. Chris is in charge of facilities. So we have 7 directors, but we have 10 portfolio areas, if you like, portfolio teams. So obviously, 10 and 7 don't go right. So you've got some directors that have to, or are part of 2 portfolios. So Chris is in charge of hospitality and kitchen. Romaji is our vice chair. She's in charge of religious. Dale Persad, this guy, he's been carrying the mandir over the last number of months because we found that there are so many fixes that are needed here to make our mandir compliant with local laws, provincial laws, and what have you. He's an engineer with Ontario Power Generation, and we are so fortunate to have him with us. So, I'm a chartered accountant, I'm retired, but I'm not the finance guy. This guy here, Lakshmi Singh, who holds an MBA, he's our finance director, and he's doing a marvelous job. Just came back from India, having spent 2 weeks in South India, celebrated his 60th birthday. So I call him Sharad. His proper name is Lakshmi Singh, but we are fortunate to have him. And the small guy there, Rohan Persad, he's in charge of maintenance. And, he's got a team. We each have a team behind us. And Rohan's team is a big group of guys. I know some of them are here tonight. Bobby is here. This guy here, Mitch, with the purple. Mitch is our latest addition to the facilities team. Sarge, Kailash, Mahin is here. I'm not sure if Mahin is here. Dudes. All of these guys are here this morning cleaning the mandir to be ready for tonight. And Rohan, we're so happy to have you with us as our maintenance director. And this young lady here, she calls herself Baby Rampersad. Baby Rampersad. She is the youngest of Buddy G's and Sis Mary's daughters. And she's our secretary. She does IT and communication, and she does youth engagement. She's managed to get 4 dance schools here. Sadly, the previous administration, under the previous administration, we did not have any dance schools. We now have 4, and they will all be participating. Klimaji is here, my sister Klima. She's been here over 20 years with our dance school, and they'll all be performing at the November 4th Diwali program. So thank you so much, guys. Big round of applause. And I want to call up the 3. We have 3 Board of Trustee members here. It's a Board of Trustees of 5. So I'd like to call Bala Persad, Baji, please come. Sister Raz and Radha. The 2 who are missing are Vishnu Sukar and Nishashan. So their role is to keep us in check. The Board of Directors basically look after operations. The Board of Trustees, they are an oversight body. We go to them for help if there are issues to be resolved. So big round of applause for Balaji, Radha, and Ken. Thank you for all that you do for us. So a few repetitive announcements. You heard them last night. So we have a Garba coming up next Saturday on the 28th. One of the things we've been doing here as a board is to engage our South Asian community. You heard on Thursday, last Thursday, we had a chowki here, we had a couple of professional singers, and we had a huge turnout. So that's one step in that direction. We have a Garba coming up, as I said, on October 28th, and we're doing a whole host of other things to engage our South Asian community. We have the Diwali show on November 4th, I talked about. We have 3 professional performers coming. We have to pay them, but that's okay. And as I said, we have our 4 dance schools who will be performing, as well as the Valikas kids. And Sharanji is looking after tickets. I understand it's sold out. 400 tickets, theater style, but I understand all the tickets have gone. So you may be lucky if you turn up at the door and get a ticket. Hindu Heritage Month is November, and we will be celebrating Hindu Heritage Month here at Devi Mandir on November 11 in collaboration with the Hindu Federation. It's going to be a program in the auditorium, so please look out for the details. I want to echo Sabrina's sentiments about the musicians. This young man here, he's part of my LinkedIn community, and he and I exchange messages all the time. And Alex as well, and I've seen Ganesh as well play Dholak, excellent Dholak player. We thank all of you so much for being part of our program. Thank you so much for coming out in such large numbers, and hope to see you tomorrow night. Namaskar. We'll have Aarti now, please. Thank you.
Let's give off the sound of the My apologies, I think it's the first time we're actually meeting in person, and I didn't realize that you were here last night, so mujhe maaf kar do, I think it's pretty devotees, just as a reminder, I will be back at Devi Mandir on the weekend of November 23rd, 4th and 5th, I believe. Someone keep me honest. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We are doing our third, I think it's the third time we're doing this. It's called Shakti Sarupa Bhajanavali. A total of 108 bhajans, a gala of 108 bhajans over 3 nights. 36 bhajans every night. Only bhajans, no katha. This is a fundraiser for Devi Mandir. It's been very successful in the past. There should be flyers outside. Although Krishna is in charge. If you need information, you need more information, please let him know. And here's a little heads up. If you would like to sponsor your bhajan, please get your bhajan names in as early as possible, so that I can prepare, okay? I can get prepared for you. Thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Jai Mataji. Let us all please stand up and find out.
Every arti akhir beliau dancing Persad was ready. Atau arti ini